Ci sei.
My name is Ruben Hazelzet. I'm 22 years old. I'm a Dutch student studying at the SBE faculty, clearly. I'm doing international economic studies, or also called IES, and currently I'm in my 4th year, and I went in spring 2012 to my Erasmus, or my exchange location.
Dove vai a studiare?
Grazie. Signor Presidente, cari colleghi, cari amici, non ripeterò le cose che qui sono state dette e nelle quali mi riconosco completamente.
Lasciano tracce impercettibili le traiettorie delle mongolfiere, dell'uomo che sorveglia il cielo, non scioglie la matassa del volo e non distingue più l'inizio di quando sono partite sopra gli ormeggi e la zavorra sono partite, tolti gli ormeggi e la zavorra sono partite. Guardarle sono quasi immobili, lune piene contro il cielo chiaro, e l'uomo che le sorveglia adesso non è più sicuro se veramente sono mai partite oppure sono sempre state lì, senza legami colorate e immobili così, senza legami colorate e immobili così. Anche noi, con gli occhi controvento al cielo, abbiamo cercato e perso le tracce del loro volo dentro le nuvole del pomeriggio, nei pomeriggi delle città, ma chissà dove è incominciato tutto, chissà, e chissà dove è incominciato tutto, chissà, anche noi, con le mani puntate al cielo, abbiamo cercato e perso le tracce del loro volo, anche noi, nelle nuvole del pomeriggio, nei pomeriggi delle città, ma chissà dove è cominciato tutto, chissà. Lasciano tracce impercettibili le traiettorie delle mongolfiere. E l'uomo che sorveglia il cielo non scioglie la matassa del volo e non distingue più l'inizio di quando sono partite sopra gli ormeggi e la zavorra sono partite sopra gli
So basically, I did not pick Bergamo, but it was given to me because it was on the backup list. But when I heard it, was quite enthusiastic because I like Italy a lot. We went with my parents a lot to it, and I really wanted to learn the language. About the university, I didn't know much, and also about Bergamo, not, to be honest, because I never heard about it, only from the soccer team. But after I checked, I saw it was really close to the lakes and close to Milan, and you could go to all the cities around it. And yeah, I was really happy to go actually.
Che cosa devo fare per arrivare?
So when I arrived in Bergamo, I went with the bus, which is really easy, to the train station, and there my landlord picked me up, and he brought me to my new accommodation. Basically, what is normal to do when you arrive. After that, you go to see Milena the next day or something at the incoming exchange office. She will help you with all your documents, which you have to arrange for the university, and she will tell you where you can do sports and stuff like that. She will basically arrange your life a bit there, or help you with it. Furthermore, if you don't like your accommodation, which was the case with me, you can go to Centro Stampa, which is situated in the university, in the economics university at Via Cagnana. Um, well, please, if you arrange your housing via the university website of Bergamo, try to ask as many questions as possible, which I actually did, but still, I ended up in a situation that we had to change our accommodation, because I was supposed to rent a single room, and when I arrived there was just a kitchen and a really small bed. Yeah, you couldn't say that that is a single room. So finally we slept with three guys in an 8 square meters room. Yeah, which was way too small, of course. So we moved to another accommodation after pressure of our home universities, and our second accommodation was really great. It was in the center at Via Zambonate, and if you can get that apartment, you're very lucky, I would say, because it's really nice. So I try to look out for that one.
Sui ponti di Roma gli amanti son tanti, ma quanti? Nessuno lo sa. E parlano e ridono e toccano e guardano l'acqua che va. Non fa niente se piove o c'è il sole, non gli importa del tempo che fa. Gli amanti di Roma son tanti, ma quanti? Chissà.
Che cosa hai fatto là all'università?
So when you arrive, you have to pick your courses for certain. Well, the ones I picked in Maastricht were not good, because I had to change almost all my courses. But you have like 2 weeks to test all the courses at the university, which one you like. So I did that, and then after 2 weeks you go to Milena's office to finalize your learning agreement. The way how it's taught at the university is basically only through lectures, so it's not really interactive. Furthermore, the classes are quite filled always. I did only English classes, but there are a lot of Italians that also follow English courses, so that was really nice. And university itself is, I think, quite good, because there are a lot of facilities. There are places where you can study. There's a good library just outside of the university, and yeah, you have also, for example, Wi-Fi there. And no, it's good arranged, and it's a nice place to study. So the first course that I followed was international accounting. It was quite high level of accounting. You looked at all the international accounting standards, so IFRS, IAS, US GAAP. You basically looked at business situations and which kind of procedures you had to follow under these certain conditions, depending on which accounting standard you used. Um, the course is quite boring, I must say, because you only listen. So there are only lectures of 3 hours, and you just sit and listen to the lecturer about the certain topic he or she talks about. And there was no group work in this. Sometimes you had home assignments to do by yourself, but furthermore, no, yeah, really nothing. You can basically choose at the university to do two things. Either you can do the midterm exam, which in that case you split basically the course in two. So you do the first exam about the first half of the course, and then the second period you do the second exam of the second half of the course. You can do this, or you can do the whole exam at the end. I can recommend to do the with this course to do the split. So you do the midterm exam as well, because otherwise it's a lot of things to learn. You only learn the lectures basically with this one. Uh, I would say it's taught in English, but I wouldn't really recommend it to you only if you really enjoy international accounting, which I didn't. So for me, it was not the best course, but still it was quite okay. The second course that I followed was International Business and Trade, which was basically quite interactive and was split in two things. One were just normal lectures where you had to listen again, although the teacher also asked sometimes some questions or some things that you had to present. And the second part, which was really cool in this course, was that you had to create in groups your own business idea, your own business plan. You had to write it, so we wrote, I think, over 50 pages. And then after that, you also had to present your business idea to a group of professionals, which were entrepreneurs, lawyers, and um, bankers, I think. And this was really cool because you worked with the Italians, because also Italians can pick this course, although it's taught in English. But with this, I came at a lot of places of Italian students as well, and yeah, it was really cool to work in kind of international group in that sense. And at the end, the examination was done in such a way that we didn't have to make an exam. We didn't have to make an exam, but only our grade was about our participation, about our business idea, and about our business idea presentation, and it was based on that basically, which was really nice, I think, and I really can recommend this course to you because it's quite interactive as well. The third course that I took was the Italian economy in the European context, and this was also split in two parts. The first part was about economic growth, basically about productivity as we have with IES. And if you haven't done the IES course, the productivity course at Maastricht University yet, you really should pick this one because it really, yeah, gives a good preparation. It's a bit lower level, but still, I had a lot of explanation by my professor, and it made it really clear, I must say. Here you have again the midterm exam. So we had two exams. I did two exams. So first about the productivity part, and then the second part was about the Italian economy, and we learned about how the economy in Italy developed over the years, and talked about the current crisis, of course, which was really interesting. And then I did again at the end the second part exam about this, and the grade was based here um, on participation on group projects and about the exams, on the exams, of course. And it was taught again also in English, which was nice if you don't speak fluently Italian, of course. And this one again, I can really recommend to you to pick because it was the fourth course I took. In total, I had 30 ECTS credits with all my programs together. Was international business. In this case, it was international business, but with the Missouri program, which is a program where American students and professors come to Bergamo to teach and to get teach basically. And the course is 2 weeks. It's intensive, so you have a lot of lectures in that period. But the course is quite nice. It's really interactive, so you work a lot together and you have to present with the Americans as well. But on top of that, you also have the whole Missouri program like outside activities with dinners and galas and parties, which are really cool, and you get to know the American students very well, and I liked it a lot. The course itself is quite doable, and the exam is at the end of the 2 weeks, and it's of course also taught in English, this one. But I really can recommend to pick at least one Missouri course if you are able to do that.
Che cosa hai fatto di più a Bergamo?
So now the most important part, I think, the leisure, or what do you want to do in your free time. Well, basically, for going out, there are some places, there are some cool places you have to think about. One thing in Bergamo though is that during the week things close early because of religious reasons. So during the weekend can go out until late. You can either choose to go to Milan or stay in Bergamo. In Bergamo, you have a few cool places, which are bars like Doma or the Shake Bar. In Italy, there's really culture of drinking on the streets, which is really fun. Um, Furthermore, you have on Tuesdays ESN night. So for international students, they try to arrange each week a different party. It was cool, but it was not great, I must say. Furthermore, you have on Thursdays you have at Rebecca another bar, the IGE evening, so also for exchange students. So it's nice to meet all the exchangers, and they also organize different kind of parties, but don't expect the biggest parties to happen. If you really want to party near Bergamo, there are really big clubs like Setai, Sabotage, and there's a smaller one called Jam, which is nice to go to, although you have to fix transport, of course, because you can't go there with buses because they don't go anymore, I think, in the evening after 9 or something. Also, what is great in Bergamo is the aperitivos. So these are like this is between, I think, 6 and 8, and you can order a drink or a cocktail. Then you can eat for free, and there are all these nice bites which are really lovely. For this, you can go to Guardini or 035 bar, which are really cool. And also in the old city, you have in summer open air aperitivos, which are really cool with DJs and stuff like that. So go there as well. I also did a lot of sports in Bergamo. I played tennis. I played soccer, and I just asked basically in my economic classes to the Italians if I could join them, and they were really helpful. So I was really in an Italian soccer squad, and I played tennis with a friend of me there, which was really cool. So if you like sport, do it. You can do it like this. Italians are really hospitable. Furthermore, if you want to earn some money, you can do a lot with your English. You can teach some English. I did some babysitting on free little kids, which was really cool, and they wanted me basically to learn them English and to babysit on them, and it was really a good experience. So try that as well if you want to, of course. Lastly, I think please travel to all the cool lakes nearby, like the Iseo Mere, Lago di Garda, Endine Lake, and also go to all the cities like Verona, Padova, Venezia, Milan. The trains are really cheap. This website you can use for it, and yeah, you can travel for little money to lovely places. If I have to reflect on my study abroad, I must say it was a wonderful time. In the winter, Bergamo is quite quiet and it's not that nice in that period, I must say. But when the sun starts to uh, come to the sky, it gets better and better. And yeah, I had mostly Italian friends. I did everything with them. They were really hospitable. They took me to the best parties, the coolest places. Yeah, it's incredible. And I hope you will find as well a lot of Italian friends. For me, were the internationals a little bit less, but maybe next year this will be different. And I wish you all the best.